Guardians. We're changing up the formula. We're going back to Gambit. But this time, instead of just an assemblage of random tips with random footage behind it, we're going to look specifically at just a few clips of mine, some plays that I've made, and we're going to discuss why I made the choices I made, whether it was good, whether it was bad, or critique the plays of others. Let's have a look. Let's start things off with a couple of back-to-back invades on the Cathedral of Scars. I'm of course running my typical Thunderlord alongside my Arc Titan loadout, like we discussed in the last Gambit video. This first invade is really nothing special. I should have died right here. That guy up there really should have killed me, but I managed to crouch a couple of shots, and maybe his aim was just poor, I'm not sure, but either way, got to kill I shouldn't have gotten, and killing him means that I get to wipe the entire team now. But you see that fourth guy out there, way out to the side, he's watching for me, waiting for me. I see no reason to peek out and kill him. I'll just wait for someone else to respawn and kill them when they walk in the open instead. A 4-kill is a 4-kill no matter when those kills happen, so hey, I will take it. It's a lot of healing off the Primeval, and by a lot, I mean very, very little, because they barely did any damage anyways, but still. It means they only have 3 guys for a damage phase. Now that one's invading, it's only 2 for a damage phase. So we're plus a man right now. I could very easily run right back through that portal and start working on their team even further. Invader's down, so we have 4 on 3 right now. I can invade. I only got to deal with 3 guys instead of 4, and the 4th one will come back shortly after. It looks like one might have died to ads or something, which actually he definitely did, so it was kind of more of a 1-on-2 actually. But here, I know they're all in an advantageous position, they're all in their base, so we're just going to take it slow, we're going to chill. We're just waiting, wasting their time. I'm not peeking too hard, I'm not looking to actually score any kills right here. All I'm trying to do is just keep them back in their base. And you see that guy just peeked out for a little bit too long, and able to get 1 frag off on him, get a little healing off on the Primeval, so that's good for us. I only got 1 kill, but I stayed for a full 30 seconds, and I prevented a lot of damage on their Primeval. I paused any damage coming out on that Primeval, so even though I didn't heal it, if they're not getting damage, I mean, it's kind of the same thing, right? If I'm just preventing that damage, so it's really simple plays like that. You don't always have to go hard on your invasion. Sometimes you can take things a little more slowly, and it'll work out for you just fine. Next up, we're just going to switch over to the Emerald's Grave. So here, this is a really simple sort of idea that I wanted to show you guys, but look at how many Primeval Slayer stacks that we have right now. Even though there was an invader, even though I have a teammate dead, even though there's an invasion portal up, we have so many stacks of Primeval Slayer that it would be foolish of me to bother invading, to bother doing anything other than damaging that boss. And we ended up with 6 stacks at the very end. It's just, you have to watch your stacks and you have to use them to the maximum that you possibly can, because they mean so much for your boss damage. Next up, we're going to be pointing out a mistake made by an enemy player that is really critical and was really easy to avoid. So I'm going to come through this portal here. I spawn on the island. There's no enemies here. So this guy that's down below me should know that anything he sees on his radar up from the island is the invader that just came through. There's nothing else that could have possibly been. It was a very easy kill that was very avoidable. He should have gotten me very easy peasy. This other guy, again, he is not watching his screen either. He is not paying attention either. That second kill that I got, he watched his first teammate die. He could see through the wall where his dead, little dead icon, the X symbol or skull symbol, whatever it is, appears on the screen. He could have seen that. He should have seen that. He didn't see that, and he just kept on killing ads when he was at 15 motes, and he died for it. That whole team lost 27 motes just because of a small lapse of attention. Next up, we have some good old-fashioned flexing. This is going to be a long clip where everything really goes just perfectly for me as this Code of the Missile Arc Titan. We're going for as many slam kills as we possibly can, even if it's against a single enemy, just because it's going to give us a lot of charge on that super. You can see 1 wave cleared. I have 11 motes already, and I have a full super. And look which map we're on. Look which spawn is second. We're going to come right in with that super again. A massive, huge clear for my team. 7 orbs of light. Every one of my team has a super now, guaranteed. Everyone has a super. I've got 15. I have a lot of motes ready to be picked up by the rest of my team. And we're right onto the bank, clearing that single pointless blocker that the enemy team just wasted on us. It did nothing. That first blocker, if you're just dropping 5 instantly, it doesn't do anything. Stop doing it unless you're dropping more than 1 at a time. That single one was pointless. So here, we have a big turn-in. There's nothing for me to do other than wait by the portal with heavy ammo and emote on my team. we're gonna invade. The enemy team has a solid 20 or so moats being held right now. Probably looks like more like 25, doing some quick maths here. Sniper, I get lucky. Sniper misses me twice. I get to wipe their entire team here. Little head glitching with that longer range pulse rifle instead of the Thunderlord. It's more stable, better at super long ranges where the Thunderlord kind of falls off and has too much inaccuracy. Blast Furnace is just so good. But really, the teachable moment here is just that you need to understand what your strengths are with your class. If you're able to find a way to clear ads really quickly, to generate a super really quickly, to generate orbs for your team really well, whatever the case may be, try to abuse that as much as you possibly can, and be aware of the counts of moats for both teams at all times. Not just what's turned in, but what has potential to be turned in, because it will inform your decision-making at all points of the game. Again, here, I see that the enemy team is close to having an invasion ready, but not quite. So I'm going to run back, drop 7, so I have a little buddy, and then I can push in and ruin their day a second time. Now, this invade doesn't quite go as well for me. I get a little too aggressive. I start playing really dumb. I make a stupid decision to try to do a regular slam while going up, and I wouldn't have even made it even if that slam landed. It's a terrible play, but the timing was right. Again, I made a point on this other Gambit video that I just did where a bad invader at a good time is way better in most cases than a good invader at a bad time, right? So that was a bad invasion done at a good time. It threw them off kilter. It stopped them from getting that turn in right away. They got no proper invasions on us before we got our Primeval. Things just went okay for us. Now, for this next clip on Kel's Grave, we're going to be playing everything back in slow motion, because a lot happens in such a short period of time. So here we see 4 enemies grouped up really tight. There's a lot of moats there. I don't want to take that lift, because I'm going to land right on top of all of them and probably die instantly or on the way over there. Instead, here you see this Defumic guy rushing me. He pops a Sentinel Shield. I know right away, okay, I am pretty screwed. I need to get out, but there's this 15 moat guy that's just such a free kill. I can take 1 frag on him, but I need to instantly pop my super and just do something to get out of that situation. You see, while I'm doing that, I actually take a hit from the Sentinel Shield and I live through it. Waving left and right so I don't die to that machine gun that was looking at me. And here, I'm able to get a very fast second kill on a 10 moat guy. I trade, I give them 3 moats, but I ended up taking 25. So I'm overall plus 22 moats from that invade. Things happen really quickly, but if an enemy team casts a super on you, you're a little bit more justified in casting your own in response or to get away. It was worth it there. I didn't need to get a kill with my super, I just needed to make sure that that Void Titan wasted his, and it worked out in my favor. Got lucky. Next up, let's move on over to Emerald Coast once again. In this clip, I wanted to actually point out a mistake that my team ended up making. So as you see here, we're starting off, we're getting some nice clears on the Fallen over on the beach. No big deal, got 15 moats, was able to clear a bunch more enemies for my team to easily pick up those spare ones. We have 20 in the bank right now, with 1 guy grabbing moats. He's staying really far back, and I don't know if he's trying to go for the 15 or he's just trying to clean up or what, but this delay on the invasion timing, because he was so far back, means that we're having a lot of trouble in getting into the enemy's base and actually doing anything. You see, as soon as they come through that portal, all their moats are getting dropped at the exact same time. I'm not really able to do much to their team. I mean, sure, I can wipe their whole team, sure, I can waste a little bit of their time, but it's not that much, like, it's not that much, right? I gave them 3 moats, right? I wasted some time on 2 people. That third guy actually died for no reason and lost the 3 moats I gave him, but let's just assume he lived. I got 2 kills, I gave the enemy team 3 moats. I didn't clear anything. I didn't really do a whole lot. I wasted some time, but that's really all. Whereas their invader that came through was able to get some kills and actually drop some moats from us. So the learnable moment there is that you need to pay attention, again, to what the score is for both teams at all times. You need to be aware of what's going on. Letting some moats expire is okay if it means that you're getting back to base for that quick turn-in so you can get an invade off. You need to get those invasion timings in order to be successful within Gambit, because if you're not being proactive and getting those invasions out, your opponents will be, and you're going to be very, very sad. Also, as another quick note here, I probably could have simply tried to Thunderlord these guys down and get some head glitch kills in. That would have been the optimal play, because I needed to get kills instantaneously. I failed to do that. I failed at accomplishing that. I could have done better there, but still, if my team had worked a little bit more proactively in getting that invasion off, things could have gone way better, and I wouldn't need to get the miracle kill. But it's okay. It's pubs. Stuff happens. Just try not to be the guy that makes it happen if you can avoid it. And finally, for our last clip of today, back on the Cathedral of Scars, I wanted to take a look, instead of invading, at some counter-invasion ideas, at some counter-invasion positioning. So, as you guys can see here, once we get that turn in for the Primeval, both I and another Titan on my team immediately run up to the island, and we take opposing angles from that island. He is watching the trees or forest, whatever you call that area, I don't even remember. I am watching the caves. We can instantly see if an enemy spawns in either of those locations, and we can see if someone spawns right behind us, then we can both turn around and two-man him, and we are going to be A-okay no matter what. We can clear that first invader easy peasy, and then go right into clearing adds and getting ready for invader number 2 before we go into the boss damage phase. It's a very simple boss killing strat that we weren't on team, we weren't on any sort of voice comp, we just sort of just naturally did together. So as you can see here, again, that short little review, I take the right side, he watches the left, we're able to watch opposing sides. I wasn't watching the cave, even though I should have, but I'm in an optimal position to fight the cave. I can head glitch right along the floor there, easy frag. Saving that Thunderlord ammo for boss damage, of course, is going to clear off the Vandals, clear off some whatever adds that I can so that we stop dying and they're just not in our way. Those blockers, whatever the case may be. Just saving my resources, just trying to get some damage in on all the other non-boss enemies just to clear things out for us. Their Invader number 2 is coming up right now. I'm checking my radar, it's blank. He didn't spawn behind me, he didn't spawn caves, therefore he must be over in the green area, which he is. Gonna switch to Blast Furnace because it's a better super long-range gun. I get some free damage off on this Invader. I'm not able to kill him from this angle, but I'm able to knock off his overshield, so he's no longer any stronger than the rest of us. So, I did okay. I did okay. I couldn't really do much else from my angle, but no other teammates are really in his way, and he ran out of time. He did get one last kill, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. I didn't die. I did my job of being the counter invader and ad clearer here. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue letting this play because I've literally never seen this ever before. This Primeval just ran up to me on the island and now he's running to the caves. And I don't know if this is behavior that I can replicate. Like if the whole team stands up here and we aggro the boss, if he's going to run up there every time and we can fight from there instead of in our base, because that could actually be really cool. I don't know if that's replicable, or if that's like a bug, or if that's a feature of that particular Primeval, because he is like a taken Hive dude, and Hive are always super aggressive like that. Like, I really don't know, but I mean, look at where he ended up. He ended in the caves, where we're super protected from every invader location. Like, it's weird how that worked out, but hey, whatever. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope this was useful to you and you learned something new, and I will see you again very soon. Take care.